Holding.
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 I was about to say, if you're the only one.
I was about to say, are we not all gonna say it?
Arcana?
Yes.
Yes.
Solid.
You concur with what Lara told you, that they are indeed from the School of Conjuration. However, there's something strange about these, something odd. The frost does not feel normal to you. Roll a nature check.
Ooh.
Nature.
Oh, 10.
Trash.
You know that this frost is definitely not magical, but somehow linked to some type of other conjuration, that this is being willed into existence by a powerful magic user.
Which I believe if that did get willed by somebody, that person would still be alive, right? Because if they die, doesn't that go with them?
Indeed, it probably would, but you don't know for certain.
So I relay the information that they would not have known about it without my nature check, and I relay that to the party.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you go ahead and, like, in character, just go ahead and tell us.
All right. All right. So the Lyra sees this as a magical artifact. I see there's some more natural artifacts properties that go with this. It's almost as if this was made by someone else, someone out there that might have gifted this before, and under his influence, this was crafted.
I look over to Wendell and I give him a nod of acknowledgement as I finish tying the last couple bandages around Sildar's limb and stand. And then I'm going to take a step over and also take a look at these shards, dropping down to one knee and picking one up with my hand.
As you pick one up, you notice that it is cool to the touch when it shouldn't be cool. It seems to be radiating a bit of coldness that is unnatural in the current climate. Also, it's been several minutes since the kobold utilized this to cast that portal. It's unnatural that the cold is still lingering.
I'm going to pick up another shard with my other hand and pass them each to Lyra and Wendell. Take a feel of these shards. They're quite cool. However, we've been finished with this combat for many minutes now. This is not right.
Do I notice anything out of the ordinary by holding this shard in my hand?
Nothing than I had already told you. Nothing else.
I'm going to ask the same question. Do I feel anything, sense anything from holding it?
You can tell nothing further other than it's cool to the touch, like Anj said.
And how long ago in game minutes did the battle end?
Oh, probably
5 or 10, maybe, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
I'd say about anywhere between 5 to 10. So.
Okay, so holding it in my hand, I'm gonna look at Anj and I'm going to ask him, why do you suppose they're still so cool after this long?
It's hard to say when it comes to magic. Even my knowledge of it is that which I've been granted, not necessarily that which I've learned. It would be hard for me to say.
think anybody in Phandalin would be able to give us more insight into this?
So who's still who's still holding the crystals? Anj, Lyra,
So,
and
We're all
Wendell?
holding a piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
I passed them both one, and I picked up another one. Yeah.
All right, the three of you roll a 1d4.
Rolling. Hold, please.
I rolled a 2.
Awesome.
3.
So,
Uno.
Wendell, while you're standing around listening and you guys are discussing, after about 30 seconds, you can tell that the shard is getting warmer. Some of the coldness is starting to fade. Anj, it takes about 2 minutes for your shard to kind of become inert, and you don't feel anything anymore, and the frost starts to dissipate. Lyra, yours holds on the longest, and after about 3 minutes, yours too becomes room temperature. You don't know if it was from holding it or if the magic had just dissipated over time.
Okay, so saying this, are there any shards left that have not been touched?
You look around on the floor and you see that there are some very, very small flakes, it looks like, on the ground.
Would I be able to take some of those and put them in? Shit. I want to take some samples of it, but I don't know what to put it in.
You've got like used potion bottles and stuff, right? You could just say you're putting it in a used potion bottle.
Okay, yeah. So I want to take some samples of these for unnaturally frosted shards, put them in an unused potion bottle. That way I can take it back to see if I can analyze them a bit further.
Okay. You take the shards that are still cold to the touch, and you drop them into the glass bottle. They clink when they hit the bottom.
Clink, clank. Cool.
After. Go ahead.
I've been looking at the table since y'all been examining those shards, and although most of these are burnt, I was able to discern a couple of words that are a little bit disturbing. These are just pieces, but what I was able to read: forge to arm the talons, Dragon secures the skies, Phandalin isolated, axe form suitable, once cleared. But there's also a bit here, look. At the bottom, it's partially burned, but I can still make out when the White Tyrant takes the mountain, the North will kneel. But I can't make nothing else.
I will, I circle around to the other side of the table, standing next to Darum. Sorry, not Darum, Gundred. Little too soon to be talking about Darum. My bad. And I'm looking over his shoulders with a look of concern as well on my face. And I look to the rest of the group and say, we must finish in this room, find the spell forge, get back to Phandalin.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I concur.
Cav, I'm coming back over to Nesnar. And that portable hole pouch that you said he had, I'm gonna pull that off of his belt and stick it in my pack.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me back up. Do I get a sense of of danger with this thing at all?
Give me an investigation check. No.
Hey,
you
really
know-
quick. So I know this sounds like a really weird question, but for the sake of my inventory, how much does that sample of shards weigh?
We don't worry about encumbrance. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's no encumbrance,
cool.
but I'd say it's probably about 6 to 8 ounces. They're very, very thin flakes, almost like chipped ice, I would say. Consistency of chipped ice. Rich, you and Xander, you get the no feeling of dread or anything. It just seems to be a magic item.
Okay. All right. Cool.
However,
Thanks, by the way.
give me a Constitution save.
For me.
Yep, for you.
All right.
Well, no, sorry, will save. Not Constitution, will save.
I don't think I've had to do one of those yet. Where
Yeah,
is that
which one
at?
is that? Strength, Dex, Con,
Wisdom.
Intelligence.
Wisdom.
Yeah, there you go.
Wisdom. Okay.
Ooh. While you're examining the pouch, you look over, and that green gleam in the eye of the statue just seems very tempting.
Okay.
You start to stare. You notice that those are 2 very large, very well-crafted emeralds.
I'm gonna walk up to the face of the statue and I'm gonna start looking around, like, you know, from his head to like the bottom of the staff that he's holding, and I'm looking for, you know, since that key has a symbol that's very similar to it, I'm looking around trying to find if there is a keyhole or anything that I could possibly use this key on.
So you start to feel around and look at the statue, checking its arms, its chest, its beard, and the nose. You find no evidence of a keyhole on the statue.
Okay. Lyra, can you come over to the statue and kind of do some investigation as well?
Yeah. Where the hell is it? It's just a clusterfuck of people.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
he just extended.
Yeah, it was. It should have been that big to start with.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were doing something here. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, oh shit, he's coming to life.
He's growing.
You
Yeah.
see stone grind on stone. You see the head move slightly left.
Jesus Christ.
He's just happy to see you.
Run away!
Lyra, when you come close, you notice that those gemstones in the eyes look very valuable.
Oh.
Does she sense any magic when she comes up to the thing?
No, she still has a spell going. She senses no magic. They just appear to be your run-of-the-mill gemstones.
What are you lot doing? Don't you be thinking about doing what I think you're about to do.
I turn around and look at the group with kind of like a half-cocked grin, pulling out my dagger. I kind of look at everybody and say, I think we can benefit some riches off of those gemstones in the eyes. Do you guys think I should pop them out?
I look up at Xander. I'm on one knee looking down at Nesnar right now, by the way. I'm like also rifling through his pockets, looking around for his staff and other things that might be of value. I didn't see Xander actually go through the body, so like I'm doing it myself now. And as I'm rifling through all of his pockets and clothing, all of those things that are left, I look up and I look at him, and then I look at the statue. Do I recognize what this statue would be? Like, is it just a generic dwarf to me?
Roll a religion check.